Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Making Memories with Michelle. Today is day 2 of Valentine's week, and we are making a cute little box to hold some delicious Lindor truffles. So we're going to start with a piece of the From My Heart Specialty Designer Series paper. And don't you love that pink foil accent in there? That is so cool. So this measures 4x4 and a 6x6 piece of real red cardstock. Now, all measurements can be found over on my blog at www.makingmemorieswithmichelle.com. And you're going to need your Simply Scored tool or your Simply Scored board. And on your cardstock, we're going to score. The measurements on scoring are super easy on this little box. We're going to score all the way around at 2 inches. So 2, turn it once, score at 2, turn it again at 2, and again, whoops, at 2. Now on our cardstock, we're going to score all 4 sides at 1 inch, but I want you to pull it out just tiny. See, I don't have it lined up exactly next to. I could have it flush against the side, but I want it to be just slightly bigger. So maybe not even 1/8 of an inch, okay? So I'm going to pull this and score at 1 inch. And just make sure that you don't have it flush, okay? And at 1 inch. And again, at 1, and again, at 1. And that's really going to make a big difference. I'm also going to show you on the cardstock, we're going to cut that down just a little bit to remove some of the bulk. Because I think sometimes when we make boxes, the bottom box is so bulky that it's hard to get that lid to fit on it, okay? Especially when we've got such a strong piece of cardstock. So burnish all of those sides. And using your paper snips, I want you to cut up to that very first score line and just notch that. You see that? Okay. And cut in and notch that side. And I don't measure, you can see probably here better. I've just cut those notches in. Okay. So I am a private math tutor, and I'm going to make these little boxes for my students today. I'm just going to put some adhesive. I've got my liquid adhesive here. You can use tear and tape, which I prefer, but because I'm filming this, I'm going to go ahead and use my liquid glue. And you're just going to fold this in until that side is flush. And the same here. Oh, I about stuck my finger in it. And just hold that for a second until that glue dries. I did stick my finger in it. And you can do the same on this side as well. Using the liquid adhesive like that does give you a little more wiggle room, so you can kind of line it up the way you need it to be. Okay. I'm going to set that aside, get the glue off my fingers. And now for our box. So when I do this, the bumpy part from where I scored folds in. So you want the bumps on the inside. When I started card making, they talked mountains and valleys. So the valleys are your divots and your mountains are your bumps. Took me a while to figure out what that meant. So, okay, so we've scored on all 4. And now cut up to that score line, and I want you to notch on the inside and the outside. okay? And don't be afraid. You can take quite a bit of this off. Remember, we're removing the bulk, okay? And then I want you to cut about half of that tab, okay? And we're gonna do that, excuse me, we're gonna do that on all 4 sides. Just because it will fold cleaner and we'll be able to get that lid on a little bit better, okay? And just eyeball it, I'm not measuring. And do it again over here. Oops. Okay, now you'll get a piece that looks roughly like that. And we're going to do the same thing with our adhesive, okay? And what this is going to do, this is going to fold in like this. And it's taking out a lot of the weight and a lot of the bulk. Okay? So I'm going to put adhesive down there and fold that side in. And fold that side in. And again, you're just going to want to hold it a little bit. That glue dries really quickly, but just hold it so it doesn't go wonky while you're putting your adhesive on these sides, okay? Goodness. Someone shouldn't play with glue first thing in the morning. And again, this side here. And just fold it in. You might want to push those sides until you get it where you want it to be. And if you want, you can lay it down. Use your bone folder just to smooth it out. Okay, and do it on this side. And there you have a nice little box. And here's our lid. And it is amazing. All we did was pull that out. Look, so I want to show you why you take that box lid and not have it flush up against. Because if you have it flush, look what happens. Your lid is too small, okay? And it doesn't fit. And then you get this really weird concave piece right here. And, you know, that's just not tidy. And people are going to go, oh, she made that. But they're going to look at this one and go, oh, where did you get that? Okay, that's the difference. That's what we're looking for. We want the wow factor. Now, I have my handy dandy Whisper White polka dot tool. That looks like I had a leftover piece. And on this, you know, guys, I'm never without this. I just love it. On my Crafty Saturday Facebook Live the other day, I colored this with Flirty Flamingo ink, and today I'm just going to leave it white because this is such a dark box, and glue on my hands. Oh, I forgot. Wait. I have my Lindor Strawberries and Cream White Chocolate Truffles. Can I get 2 in there? Ooh, I can. Huh. Even more special. Okay. Okay. And I'm just gonna tie a little bow like that. I'm gonna trim those ends, because I like it to look neat and tidy. And there is our little box. Do you want to make a card to go with it? Let's make a card to go with it. All right. So I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock. that measures 8.5 by 5.5. And then I have a piece of 5 1/4 by 4 1/4 Whisper White cardstock that I have run through the Big Shot with the Parisian Flourish die, or embossing folder, excuse me. I'm just gonna put this on the front. This is a quick card. I made this card, or one similar to it, for my Stampin' Bee team meeting on Sunday. It was part of our team swap. Love my team meeting. Oh my goodness, we had so much fun. So we did a little show and tell, and we did a swap, and we did, we had dinner, and then we made 4 cards. Oh, it was so much fun. All right, now this is that From My Heart Specialty Designer Series paper, and this is a 1 inch by, I've cut it to 4 1/4, but, or I'm sorry, 5 1/4. I'm going to taper those ends in, and I'm going to go that way, and then I'm going to go that way. Ah, look, I made a trapezoid, and let's just continue to make a mess with glue this morning. I have used my scallop punch, my scallop heart punch from the Heart Punch pack from the From My Heart suite, and I've cut out 2 hearts. And here I have this piece from the same pack of paper, and this is just the plain heart punch, and I'm going to cut out this heart. And I really want to cut out that one, but as you can see, I cut it off. So I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to trim it. Let's see if this is going to work. Oh yeah, it should work just fine. Okay, line it up. Punch it out. I love that these punches cut out the hearts in that paper. That's just awesome. And I have some snail. I don't make nearly as much mess with snail. I'm going to put this here. And this here. And this card is going to go on my, oops, that's not what I wanted. Casing Tuesday. So you can find us over at the Casing Tuesday Facebook page. A little fancier than today's sketch, but that'll be all right. Let's see if I have any full-size dimensionals. We're just going to have to use baby ones this morning. So our theme challenge last on Saturday. That one's not exactly straight. Let's move that. Our sketch challenge was anniversary cards. So what better than the From My Heart series? And I'm going to use a stamp that I just love from the Meant to Be stamp set that's found in the annual catalog to make my little sentiment. Okay, there's that. And I have this, I love our Life Together stamp, and I'm going to stamp that in Memento ink on just a scrap of Whisper White. And then I'm going to be daring. I know. that down. Let's see if I can get that to look a little straighter. Apparently not. Well, anybody who knows me, there, well, no, I can't cut a straight line. And let's finish it off with another tulle bow. My friend Sarah, who is a demonstrator up in Wisconsin, if she's watching, she's going to love all of the tulle I'm using. And just play with it until you get what you want. Okay, and some glue dots. Oops. There we go. And I'm just going to put that right in the center. Well, I think it needs another glue dot. There we go. I love our life together and this little box with some Lindor Truffles. Wishing you a very happy Valentine's Day. Remember, everything that you see this week on Valentine's week, with every $25 purchase or more over on my store, then I will send you all of the materials that you need to make all of the projects found this week. All right, all of the details on that can be found down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.